Okay, so last quickfire news update for today. So it's about the Washington football team. So apparently, Steve Harvey made a joke during NFL Honors that after 2 years, the best name that the Washington franchise can think of is the Washington football team. So now they are launching this new website called WashingtonJourney.com, wherein they are trying to change their name by the 2022 season. So some of the more popular suggestions for the Washington team's new moniker are the Generals, the Rhinos, and Justice. So those are just three names by which the Washington franchise might carry from 2022 and beyond. So, do you have any name suggestions for the franchise moving forward?
So let me ask you a question. Did you say it was the Generals, the Rhinos, like the animal, the rhino with the horn?
Yeah, Rhinos and Justice. So Washington Justice.
I don't mind the Washington Generals, but the Washington Generals are actually a famous, like, fake basketball team that used to play the Harlem Globetrotters.
Globetrotters. Yeah.
So they're literally the biggest losers in history because they've never win. So I mean, even though it sounds okay, I would say no to that. The Washington Rhinos makes no sense at all. I'm pretty sure that America's never had rhinos as an indigenous species. So it would make no sense to name yourself after an animal that isn't from the area. And I guess the Justice would be okay. I mean, that's an okay thing. I don't understand that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. That one's a little bit. To me, I guess the Redskins doesn't work, but why then don't be the Redskins? Why not be the Red something? So the Washington. I don't know the answer to that question. It's a great question. I've never really thought about it. I've never given it a lot of thought, to be quite honest. Why not call them the Washington Senators or the Washington, representatives or something that has to do with, the Capitals? Those are all great names. They're already taken, but those are all great names because they actually have something to do with the city. Again, you look at the Houston Texans. Well, there are Texans inside, in Houston's. That makes sense. They're the Houston Oilers before because it was oil country. Dallas Cowboys. There used to be Cowboys in Texas. You look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. That name comes from the people that used to work in the steel mills. So, to me, the name has to have something to do with the region or with the city. How about the Washington Liars? That would work. Talking about Congress. How about the Washington I'm full of shit or something like that? I don't know. I don't have a name. You got a good name you like?
Well, why not tag it to an actor like Denzel Washington's? That would be nice. Then have Denzel on the sidelines for the opening kickoff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, something. I don't know. I mean, look, Dave Chappelle comes from Washington. He's pretty famous. How about the Washington Chappelles? Something like that. I don't have a great answer.
That has a nice ring to it. Yeah.
Look, I think your team needs to have something that sounds like they're coming in. They're going to be they're going to be like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. That sounds like someone's going to come in and rob you and shit. So I don't know. Washington definitely needs a new team. But while we're talking.